Well, does Nitish Kumar's government in Bihar have to take responsibility for what has happened? They've been maintaining until now even that this is not a security lapse, and more importantly, the ugly politics that we have seen over this attack, is that something that sets a dangerous precedent, particularly in election season? Joining us on the program tonight, we have Minister of State in the Union Government, Mr. Shashi Tharoor, from the BJP, its national spokesperson and political advisor to the party president, Sudhanshu Trivedi. We have Sabir Ali, Rajya Sabha MP of the Janata Dal United, Sankarshan Thakur, the roving editor of the Telegraph, and former DGP Mr. Prakash Singh is here in the studio with us. Mr. Ali, let me ask you first. Till we heard the Chief Minister of Bihar till yesterday and your state police officials today insisting that there had been no security lapse of any kind. But sir, the very fact that so many blasts can take place at such a sensitive venue, kill people, is in itself a lapse. And now we see not one but a series of letters from the Intelligence Bureau to the state government, to the state police, warning not just this state but other states as well to be on high alert. The last IB alert came just 4 days before Mr. Modi's speech. How can the JDU say this is not a lapse?
See, there is two issues. One is the intelligence input, the another is the blast happens. Nobody can deny whether it is a lapses or not, that issues can be debated. But I can tell you, even that letter of 23rd October is read by the DGP, and you heard what he was speaking about, what the letter was. But simultaneously we can say on these kind of issue, if any party, whether it's my party or BJP, are doing a politics, that's not a shame, that's not a ridiculous. Whosoever it is, people have loved their life. If it is, suppose, if it is a lapses or there is any lacuna from the police forces of Bihar, so this is the time to talk about on those points, on those issues, on those red directions, and today to unite and fight against the terror. And whosoever is done is our prime responsibility to go and find out who has done this.
But Mr. Ali, you have to first accept that there has been a lapse, because your own chief minister said there's no lapse.
You just tell me that can be discussed out. There's no, I'm not denying, but whose lapses, that matter has to be discussed later. Today and this time, this is not a juncture where we have to talk about. Today the people have started, the BJP are trying to take the edge out of it. On the bloodshed, it's ridiculous.
Well, I think it's important for taking responsibility is important, isn't it, Shashi Tharoor? I know that political alliances are very interesting at this point. The JDU's broken up with the BJP over Mr. Modi. There's a sense that they're reaching out to the Congress. But that apart, doesn't the ultimate responsibility lie with the state government? Isn't it important that they take responsibility and admit there's a lapse? Because then how will you learn?
I think it's appropriate to wait for the results of the investigation. We have the NSG and the NIA on the spot. The Bihar government is cooperating with them. The investigation is going to be concluded rapidly. In fact, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister have both spoken with the Chief Minister, and they've all agreed that they want this to be moving ahead very rapidly. And yes, at that point, responsibility will be pinned. If there was a specific lapse, if there was an error of omission, if everything was done that could be done, we'll find out from an investigation. And I think this unseemly haste to point fingers and assign blame is not healthy in our country. Blood of Indians has been spilled, and no one is going to ask when a bomb goes off whether it affects the supporters of one party or another party. It affects all of us as Indians when our citizens are killed in this way, are hurt in this way. And it is a responsibility of all of us to try and find what happened, why it happened, whether it could have been prevented. We do know that the state police was able to apprehend one person at the railway station. And indeed that their interrogation of him was able to elicit the fact that these other bombs had been placed. But by the time they reached there, the bombs had gone off. We need to find out now what else could have been done and how it could have been done. But let the investigation proceed.
I would rather leave this frankly to... But you seem to be rather soft on the state government. After all, you've seen the intelligence inputs that were given. Letters have been released. Could the intelligence agencies have been more specific? Do they need to now give people a time and a date and a place for when an attack will happen? You sound a bit soft on them.
Look, this is a bit of this is a determination that is best made by the experts. The NSG and the NIA have the experts. For politicians to start grandstanding on the dead bodies of our fellow citizens is not something that I find at all acceptable. I would say let the experts decide. We can wait a few days. It won't be more than a few days for a conclusion to be established. In the meantime, let us indeed unite. As the previous speaker said, let us unite in condemnation of this and in determination to thwart any further terrorist action. The truth of the matter here is that something terrible has happened that we all unequivocally condemn. I don't think that we should be playing politics on the bodies of our fellow citizens.
Well, except that that is exactly what is happening. So, Sudhanshu Trivedi, there are important questions as far as security is concerned for the BJP also, such as whether it was wise for Mr. Modi to go ahead and address this rally. I mean, I know that the BJP has said they did it to avoid a stampede or to create panic. They didn't want to be cowed down in the face of terror. But was it wise to take a risk with Mr. Modi's life and indeed the lives of other BJP leaders? Was that smart?
This will be a very ridiculous logic to say that if one of the senior most leader and the most popular leader of the country, who is a prime ministerial candidate of the principal opposition party, should avoid participating in a rally on the insistence of a perspective threat, particularly when Bihar government is saying that they were not having any specific inputs. And this is not for the first time that the BJP rally has been targeted. In 1998 in Coimbatore, Advani ji's rally has seen much more dastardly attack of terror on it. Second thing, technically, this thing is between the state government and the central government, whether the input was provided or not. As our leader of the opposition, Sri Arun Jaitley, has categorically said that there was a specific input on 23rd. But central and state government are having liberty to interpret the input accordingly. But I want to ask one question. Just 3-4 days before, Sri Rahul Gandhi was saying in Indore that he is having an input about the ISI. They get the intelligence about the Muzaffarnagar riots and ISI and so many other things. Sri Digvijay Singh gets the input about Hemant Karkare talked to him before 26/11. And Sri Digvijay Singh has not taken any time to draw conclusion before Bodh Gaya blast. That what was the reason behind it. But unfortunately, when real thing happens, no input from Central Home Ministry or the State Home Ministry. This shows that the real politics is done with the security, safety and intelligence on the country for the sake of just vote bank politics.